Hey guys, welcome back. We'll be starting Dishonored today. And I don't know if you guys have played this game or if you know of this game. Basically, we're an assassin person, basically. Like it's some magical powers, as you can kind of see emulating from the wrist hand thing here. It's also kind of set during I don't know if it's supposed to be like set during kind of like England during like the plague times, but this is kind of similar. It has a plague. I think it's cool. I think that's why I got so into the game. It's because I really like infectious diseases. That's what I'm going to school for. This is what we're. There's no mechanic for like us, the player, to get sick, but like our actions can increase or decrease the plague, which I think is really interesting. Anyway, let's get started. I'll stop rambling. We are gonna. This is Corvo Atano. This is our character. This is what he looks like. We will not be playing on easy mode. We'll probably be just doing on normal. This is just kind of the different. I do like that it changes. I think that's cool. Anyway. I like my stuff a little bit brighter. And that's kind of where it would be anyway. I've never played this game. I just downloaded for the first time. So this game does have a lot of reading. And I'm gonna try my best to get good at this. So we'll start with this. Returning home. You have just returned from a journey of several months visiting other nations in the Empire to ask for aid in dealing with the rat plague. You must deliver their diplomatic response to the Empress, whom you serve as Lord Protector.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else, and the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
Aww. They have the context between them two seem very romantic in a weird way, or
Steady
brothers.
hand.
I don't know.
That's it.
It seems
Watch
weird.
it.
But it's okay.
Casting off.
I love
We're
the
away.
dynamic between Corvo and Emily, the daughter.
Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo
I
has
never
news for
did
the Empress,
notice
and we've come
the
a long
first
way.
when I played this on PlayStation when I was
A
younger.
long way to
that
bring
Bethesda
bad news. The sailors say there's
was
a curse
associated
on
with the game,
us.
and
Black
as a
magic.
person who loves Skyrim,
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for
I
the
love
plague
that.
by now.
Maybe.
I would play
We
Skyrim,
live
but
in
it is so
strange
long.
times.
I don't think I could
Sending the Empress's bodyguard away for a
actually do
couple of
a full
months.
playthrough of
That's
this channel.
unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague.
And I'd feel very pressured to play non-modded. And my mods aren't like game breaking or anything like that. Most of it's for faster leveling and stuff like that.
Oh, there! We're going up.
Seal, ready. Turning on the pipes. And she's rising.
Not gonna lie, this kind of thing would freak me out. I do think the mechanic of it would be kind of cool. If any of you know if this kind of mechanic would work or not, let me know. I'm curious.
And stop. Shut her down.
The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
So we know him. He actually plays a character or like a part in I think our first mission.
You know what to do next time?
Yes. The pressure was too low. All these new machines are touchy.
Hello, sir.
Just don't do anything crazy.
Her Majesty is waiting in the pavilion.
Corvo, your
That's
back.
Emily.
Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait, let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide.
Okay.
Do you have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master. Okay, here we go. Woo.
That's Campbell.
Follow me, Corvo.
We meet most of the people we end up having to assassinate right away. Which I think is kind of cool.
Run with me.
She's so freaking cute. She reminds me of my
Let's see
nieces.
if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide.
Okay.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You can't see me.
Here I come.
Oh crap, I don't remember how to peek. Oh, Q or E. She's never actually, I've never made it where she could
What
find
about
me.
here?
Woo. You don't see me.
I'll find you.
No, you won't. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. You won't find me.
Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too.
Girl, you didn't find me.
Let's go! Come on! Later, will you give me more climbing lessons? Someday I'm going to climb up to the rooftop.
You know, I never really listened to a lot of the dialogue beforehand.
Welcome home, Lord Protector.
So that's High
Stop
Overseer
moving,
Campbell.
And you, Corvo, welcome back.
And the guy
Wherever
painting
you've been.
is,
They sent him all around the
Sokolov.
island to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
nope. Not at all. You suck, Sokolov.
She'll
Sound
see
like
you
it.
at once.
Girl, get out of my way.
They're sick people, not criminals.
Ugh.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
No, I so see
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Nasty.
Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises.
He's a
as
villain.
usual.
Mm-mm. He seems saucy.
It's a fair wind that brings you home to
Follow
me.
me, Captain.
Jessamine?
What news have you
We
brought?
should leave them alone.
I really like the Empress. Just the way she holds herself, I think, is amazing. Or not amazing, but cool. In fact, she was a
I
female
hope that one
empress
of the
during
other
this time.
cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad.
You don't
We're
hear
at the breaking
about a
point.
king.
Cowards.
The
They're
fuck?
going to block
They laughed us.
They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards?
That's what I'm
Who sent them
saying.
away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What?
And yeah,
Emily, come here.
they doing some magic shit. I can't do magic shit yet. Hey, shit. It's left control.
Emily, get behind me.
I never did play this on PC.
Look out.
Oh.
Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here. No more.
I
Not
know.
again.
Mommy!
front of the girl, not in front of her. Imagine how traumatic that is, just having your mom like
Corvo.
stabbed in front of you.
It's all coming apart. Find,
If that's
find
what it
Emily.
is, I don't know what it is.
Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Oh.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
The fuck? Fuck you.
What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this,
Girl,
Corvo.
boy,
Take
you
him.
know that he would not have had time to hide Lady Emily. So literally everyone on the guard would have had to know. Everyone there that day would have had to know, like, nah. That he would not have actually been able to do that. He could have potentially killed the Empress, but he would not have been able to hide Lady Emily. So it makes no sense.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think.
They wait for him to
Corvo,
leave.
the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Fuck.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now. Someone to guide the weak.
You killed
And
the
that's where
stronger
we
leadership.
come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall.
Who was gonna take the fall if we had
Goodbye.
been early?
Corvo?
I have so many questions.
Guards! Take him back to his cell.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
Yeah, I don't know. The plot, the beginning plot, like how they planned to do it if he wasn't as early as he was, is just... Corvo, who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here is the key to your cell. Once you are out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it in the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell. And good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come. A friend. Oh. I'm used to it being E.
You'll do if Slag Jaw and his Bottle Street boys get after him. So many people are coming to the exit. It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily. So it's an occasion. Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off. They're as bad as us, bet on fights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
So this is where we're trying to get to.
event and approved dignitaries only.
Okay. There we go. I think I kept releasing a little bit more than I was ready to. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these dudes' faces are a little fucked up.
Attention, the solitary wing is off.
I definitely don't need to eat right now, but it's fine if I do. It's okay. This game does also give you more shit for exploring. Oh.
And approved dignitaries only.
Yeah. The more you explore and stuff, the better it'll be.
Attention, the solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Yeah, so that area is a pain in the ass, but we just need to get in here for now. This would probably be an easier game to platinum.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress. Not a trivial matter.
Excerpt from a book on esoteric practices of the Abbey. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject superstitiously in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their home some hours before dawn and must begin the march to an outpost outside the city. Therefore, the children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain, when they make a pilgrimage to Whitecliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children become an overseer and which must be put down. So basically, if you show any inclination of being, if you start like making that journey to being an overseer, you be an overseer or you die. Those are your options. Which, when you're talking about children, that's kind of fucked up, just saying. Duty officers report Corvo's interrogation. Corvo Tano, formerly the Lord Protector, will be brought in for interrogation. This is of the utmost importance. The Lord Regent, which was the spy master before. And High Overseer Campbell will conduct the questioning themselves. Follow their orders without hesitation and keep the torture under control. If Corvo dies in his hands instead of getting the public execution the Lord Regent wants, it'll be your head that rolls next. Ugh. That's ambitious. That's our blood on that floor. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh. You know, I always forget.
Eckler, lazy slug. Did you patrol the yard? Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Forget it. Just do your rounds. The report's trouble for both of us.
I'm moving.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Did you hear Morris was dragged off by the overseers? Some black magic nonsense.
Shut up.
I don't see the other end. Where's the other end?
This is fucking ridiculous. What? Come on, the fucking... fucking longer do I have to... Fuck.
Nasty bird, Bill.
No, stupid goddamn.
Ha! Little bastard.
Corvo's execution is tomorrow.
Attention.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's
everything has to be
execution
set up
will
today.
be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries.
Not everyone
only.
did, but I really like it. Hey, tired yet?
Bug someone else.
Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
We're doing so good.
Huh?
Oh yeah, the bodies do occasionally disappear.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
No, stupid goddamn.
Ugh. Okay. I just needed everyone to go tonight. That works. Okay, what if I don't? Fuck, that hurt my feelings. Just run. Oop. We did it. We escaped the prison. Yeah, so it does ask you questions like that often. You have escaped Coldridge Prison with the help of hidden allies. If you can reach Wrenhaven River, they promise to aid you in your next move. The outsider walks among us. Yeah.
Use some kind of explosive to blast his way out. That doesn't happen by accident.
You think he had help? Who'd know how to do that?
Bottle Street Gate.
Note from a friend. Corvo, if you're reading this, this means our plan has worked and you've broken free from Coldridge. One of our contacts has hidden away weapons for you somewhere deeper in the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel where the tunnels dump out into the river. He will bring you to us. A friend who you will meet soon.
Watch for booby traps. Be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
Kids like you.
Maybe you shouldn't be talking shit. Talk shit, get hit. Hey, no. Isn't just Damien's journal. Amanda and I only had enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed. Even that's all gone now, and there's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick, and there's no place above to hide from the city guard or city watch. They're breaking into houses all over our district, so we'll stay here and share the last hours together. Our fire will keep the rats away, but they'll inherit the city. Damien. Yeah, so what I was saying. Oh, that's so sad. But, fish will also nibble ya up a little bit. There are, benefits to doing it either way. Guns blazing or guns not. I tend to do kind of how we did the prison, kind of, was just kind of taking them out so I can explore. That is how I tend to do every area that we tend to go into.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies into carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, but screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague, do you?
No. Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's dump them down there like the rats.
That's how it spreads into your water, my dear. Not my head. Sorry.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody.
Temporarily.
Any evidence as
Yeah,
to
you
his
gotta find my
whereabouts
ass.
must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
And finding kind of like copper wire, stuff like that. You can get money for upgrades later on. And I just ate something rotten. Ew. There's tons of areas like that where you can just... continually get stuff like that. And that's stuff we're gonna want. It's not like it's hard to upgrade your stuff, but there is a lot of stuff to upgrade. Okay. To the Lord Protector, greetings, Corvo, or should I say Lord Protector, as you are known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. We have the servants of the Empire of the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons, crafted for you of the finest materials in the Isles, and meet with our man Samuel near where these tunnels spill into Haven River. All haste and luck. We share a common purpose. This sword it is much better. Okay. Cute. Jelly share. Jelly, in case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Got it? Whiskey. Got it? If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, I'll come back for it next month. Well, obviously. 4, 5, 1. They're not that easy. None of them are that easy. There's some that are without combination locks. But they kind of give us stuff.
He won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard. Smells like a dead weeper in here.
Can I buy your ration of elixir from today? You always amuse me. Stay alert, you worms. He's not getting out this way on my watch.
There isn't much over here.
Stupid goddamn.
So it's totally okay just to, use the pipes.
That's his furry filth.
There's only one. Yeah, right there.
Ha! You little bastard.
They're all too worried about the rats to really worry about us.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
Corvo, over here. Quickly, I'm a friend.
This is
I'm
our boy
Samuel.
Samuel.
And I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. Well, they said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Now this will show us how, like, good we were. So we could have gotten some more coin, but I think we did really good. This chaos level is really what's gonna determine what kind of ending we get. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the loyalist in a circle to learn what they have got in mind. I love Sam. He's probably one of the best
This is the
characters.
Houndpits pub, closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing.
And his the way he interacts with you at the last mission does change
Of
depending
course,
on
if
your
anyone
actions.
finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and
Oh,
claim
my
your
dog
name,
just keeps randomly barking. I think he finds it funny. For a game in 2012, this looks really good.
Even after 6 months in Coleridge prison, slipped out.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No
I've
one
never
knows
heard
that
this.
much. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
This isn't one of your fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
I've never heard
Only with
this.
my wit. But it's a fair point as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Oh my god, I've never actually heard that.
The Dunwall.
Litany on the White Cliff. Excerpt from a series of Overseer invocations. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the froggy gray waste of the outsider. We burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes and far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt.
The Old Port District has been added to the evacuation list. The weeper
They're
count
very
for the month
afraid of the
siege
outsider?
has increased. The Lord Regent has
I
decreed
understand.
that
He's
plague
kind of a creepy
ordinances
dude.
will remain in effect through the month of rain.
Harpooner songs.
Stay alert.
I'm not reading this. It's a song. That's sung by sailors. How cool is that?
And stay loyal.
Yeah, first. After more than a quarter of a century, I'm done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the Isles and made more coin than most men see in their lifetime. But it's all gone. I've lived through the Emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young Empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the world and sailed in the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen cliffs around Pandacia. Even the best of it doesn't give me the ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves, under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who'd knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I'd had less time to come home, my tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the city thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits when she lost her business to Lord Regent's crooked barrister. I was 100 miles off east of Morley, gaff frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we have moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. Pendleton's voting block and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the...
It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Pierrot spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I can find a way to mass produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge? And if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Fucking excuse you.
Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. And well.
That is not what your diary just said. This is about Navy of Bristol and stuff like that. That seems boring. This is the first one. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to her aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood. Leaving behind our home of Europe in the cold but beautiful white landscapes we had always known, we boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Singing on a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done. I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I'd captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beast up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so as the wind and pounding waves racing after a wounded whale being pulled up by the skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned. Tan and sinewy with muscle. Weather creases already wrinkled the corners of my eyes, but she could see I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. That is so sad knowing he no longer found that his sister died.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaint by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have.
Fucking excuse you.
Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
It's because he's had to downgrade.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock, a true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability to fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
We'll talk to Piero and then we'll end it.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear, all custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
The Academy teaches
Oh my god, you have so
absurd
much reading
idea
material.
that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it.
Sokolov no longer has the upper hands with regards to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refuel pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once the refilling is complete, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once.
I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation.
Ugh. Okay. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks. This just talks about basically how they get the whale oil. Thank you.
High energy humors in the body.
Remarkably, each specimen I've had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in oh my god, that's so hard. Physiology? Is it really that easy? On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 inch in length. I estimated she weighed 35 tons and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found a row upon row of teeth in a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed.
Build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities, subject, and the necessary legal amnesty.
Dead counter responsibilities. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test, and if accepted for the 2-week training tour, pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir, and one and one half the normal pay grade. Whew. That's kind of I kind of like that idea. I don't know why. I like it. Instead of, you know, just an upper commanding officer being like, well, this is what we're going to do. The person who's actually had the training for it being like, no, this is actually what we're going to do. I like that. Of course, I have been tempted to approve upon Sokolov's design. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community striving to unknot the mysteries of cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over this aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may now laugh at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see electric lamp lightings our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but the evidence of your own limited imagination. Okay. I think we've read everything. I know we have not.
Perfect. Now plug it in. Just get it neat. Perfect. Thank you.
Whew.
Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, fitness be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
He looks different than I remember him. Okay. We always want sleep bolts. Honestly, one of these would not be bad. Cool.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can. Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Why are these so long? Okay, it's fine. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for the Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy, as a name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because the strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it's nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while it is true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood which it relates to the mind itself and the spirit. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should not pay attention to Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensures that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in Wrenhaven River. Buddy. Buddy. Don't give away our stuff. Don't do that. Whew. Okay, one more. Piero. No, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tyrian ore. What's wrong with the metals in Gristol? King Sparrow feathers. If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy, everything you needed was paid for by the tariff and handed out willy-nilly. But this is my bar, or what's left of it. And we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need these things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins. No one's going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. Whew. So this will actually be the end of the first episode. I love this game. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know that was a lot of reading and a lot of sneaking. If you guys really don't like the sneaking, just comment, let me know so I can, change the way I do this a little bit. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. This is the first episode of Dishonored, and I will see you guys in the next one.